And welcome back to Atlanta and Company. I am Rashawn Ali in for Christine Pilara. It seems like from Halloween well into January, it's one thing after another. Travel, kids' events, office deadlines, shopping, cleaning, cooking, family. You name the stress, it happens this time of year. But did you know that stress can affect your heart health? As part of our Healthy Heart Pledge campaign with Gwinnett Medical Center, we have a special guest, cardiologist Dr. Ellen Bergh, here to give you some tips on how to minimize stress in this busy season. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, Dr. Bergh, let's talk about women's health overall and including cardiovascular well-being. Like, what sparked your interest in this area?
Well, as you might know, heart disease, unfortunately, is the #1 cause of death among American women. Yet frequently, it's at our lower tier for awareness during our daily activities, particularly during the holiday season, which can be so stressful with extra activities.
Let's talk about stress and how does stress affect the heart and the vascular system?
Well, it's the old fight or flight response. Our body naturally produces stress hormones that increase blood pressure, increase heart rate, make us stronger so that we can fight off a threat or we can flee. But in modern society, we don't do that. We internalize these hormones, and what results are emotions of anger, of frustration, of tension. And these, along with these circulating hormones, can wreak havoc on our cardiovascular system throughout the course of a day. So the thing to do, really, optimally, is not to allow the secretion of the hormones. Just block that by not allowing yourself to get uptight by a particular incident or individual. It is possible. It seems difficult, but it's possible. For instance, somebody cutting you off in busy holiday traffic. Now, if you allow yourself to get enraged, those hormones will be in your system for 24 hours. An individual you don't even know has control over you for 24 hours. Just block it. If you can't block it, burn them off. Exercise. Take the stairs at work. When you get home, do something relaxing. Burn up those hormones with activities such as walking. You'll be much happier, your heart will be healthier, and you'll enjoy the holidays more.
So are there times when we're stressing and we don't even know about it? Those hormones are coming out and we don't even know about it?
Certainly. It's actually a very powerful concept, because once those hormones, if you allow your brother-in-law or the person in traffic or whomever to allow yourself to get enraged or angry, those hormones are going to circulate in your system for 24 hours. They'll be there. Unfortunately, in modern life, what we typically do is we try to quell the emotion that's associated, anger, frustration, angst, with behavior patterns such as drinking alcohol or smoking, or perhaps we become irritable with the ones we love. When in fact, we'd be much better off if we burned them up with exercise, or if we just decided, you know what, like water off a duck's back, I'm not going to let it bother me.
Right. Now, you've talked about some stress relievers, but are there any more specific stress relievers that you would recommend for this time of year?
Particularly during the holidays, it's so busy, there's so much going on. There are behavior management tools that you can use, and there are, for instance, suggestions at heart.org from the American Heart Association, or GoRedForWomen.org. But I like to use the reminder SOS. Simplify, organize, self. Simplify. Don't overextend yourself. Don't be afraid to say, I might not be able to make it, but I'm going to try. Nothing's more stressful than feeling like we don't have control over our situation. We don't have enough time to complete tasks. Give yourself enough time. And organize. You know, one of the most stressful common day events is to be late for an appointment but can't find your keys. It makes me stressful thinking about it. Or your phone. Or your phone. So make sure you have a place for these, and then what could turn into a harrowing drive to your destination could be actually a nice, pleasant event where you're contemplating your day and the time you're going to spend later with your family. And then always remember yourself first. You can always take 5 deep breaths. Very good. Block everything out, 5 deep breaths. It's been shown to lower blood pressure. It's an excellent thing to do. Now, as women, though, we often take care of others more than we do ourselves. Do you have any final advice for coping with the holidays, especially for women, and especially for women with children? I would say, and it's been shown, that people who find time for themselves do better. And it might be that to have 15 minutes to read that romance novel, or to sit out on your deck and have a cup of coffee by yourself and relax, whatever it is for you, find that time to do it. And remember, it might just be a few seconds for a few deep breaths. And as women, we do sometimes neglect ourselves for the sake of everybody around us, particularly during the holidays, which we want to always be the most splendid reminder of life for our children later on. Take a few minutes for yourself. Make a commitment to do that.
Now, do you follow your own advice?
I try. It's a challenge, but I do try.
Okay. Well, now, what do you do for relaxation?
One of the best relaxers in my life is my dog. I mean, if Rashawn, if you're stressed, stop by my house and meet my dog, and you will have some stress relief immediately.
Okay.
So we like to take our walks.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We definitely appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Very terrific tips for dealing with stress. You just heard them now, especially during the holiday season. If you'd like to learn more, visit 11alive.com/take-the-pledge to learn more strategies for lowering holiday stress and to take the pledge to have a healthy heart. You will receive a free pedometer and be entered into a monthly drawing for an iPad Nano. Our recent winner is Robin Paget of Canton, Georgia. This segment was paid for by Gwinnett Medical Center.